Yo, my dudes. How's everybody doing? Happy March. Welcome back. Whew. What a month, man. A month. We made it through. Shortest month of the year. But it was the most work for me. Holy crap. But we did it. A lot of big changes coming. Not just for the channel, but for everything. Finally figuring out how to deal with just all this growth. It's amazing. Love to see so many new people in the space. So many people joining, paying attention to crypto, really understanding the value that's there. So welcome, guys. Welcome to everybody viewing this now and in the future. As it's the start of the month, we have our unfortunate temporary shilling to do. Number one, first of all, please hit the like for the first stream of March. Let's get this going. Let's get us blasted up there in search results. As you guys know, I am a streamer, and if I don't get enough likes, I will melt. If I get too many likes, I'll melt live on stream, so hit that like button to find out. Second of all, Discord. Best way to keep up with our daily live streams is through the Discord. Link is in the chat, pinned to the top of the live chat right now above. Jump in there. It is free. There's free educational content, 24/7 live streamed charts. Chat, it never ends. Jump in there, join the fam. YouTube tends to not give notifications. You may have not gotten one now for this stream. You'll always get a notification if you're in Discord, so make sure you're in there. Last but not least, we haven't talked about this in a long time. I know, guys, I'm rushing through. You guys know this is my least favorite part. Least favorite part of the job, so I'm getting through it quick. We haven't talked about it in a while because, well, I don't want people signing up at the end of the month. Patron charges on the 1st, so today is the best day, the greatest value. If you sign up today, we are currently sitting at 193 patrons. Let's take a quick look. That screen is all kinds of off. Oh well, this is just going as it does. See if hit the screen. Oh well. Anyway, patron for anyone looking to upgrade their trading to invest in themselves, patron comes with one-on-one crypto mentoring with me, Tom Crown. Small group discussion, question and answer sessions, weekly, bi-weekly. We haven't figured that out yet. This is new. There's new tiers available, new benefits as well. Also comes with daily posts of technical analysis, trade setups, macro market analysis, all kinds of goodies, guys. This is a great value. People who have been in Patreon for a while now, I think, are realizing just how much of a value it is. As in order to keep it to a sustainable level, we've had to continue to change the membership. We've seen wild growth. Hope you guys join us this month. You've been eyeing it. Today's the day to pull the trigger. Don't wait. All right, shilling is over. That's my least favorite part of the job. The TA, the charts. This is why we're here. This is why I'm here. My favorite part. All right. It seems like everything's okay. Oddly low. 174 viewing. They're a little low for our numbers. Whatever. Who cares? It's March. There's not that much going on, so I think we will survive.
First of two messages. Number one, I love you, bro.
I thought the second one was coming. Love you too, Chris. I know you've been digging. The charts here lately. Fun story, guys. I do have a Twitter. Twitter.com/TomCrownCrypto. Go ahead and follow me. Links in the video description. But I got my new phone, you guys know, and the old one wasn't working. But the notifications for Twitter turned off, and I turned them on last night. Just last night for the first time. Turns out we have a really big following on Twitter from the Voyager community.
Number two, you know what I want you to look at, right? My fave coin.
Oh, I know it, brother. I'm shouting it out right now. Apparently we have a large following on Twitter for the Voyager community. We have had some insane calls here live, so I guess that makes sense. But I turned looked at the notifications for the first time and had, I don't know, hundreds So, yeah, who knows? It was pretty cool. It was a nice surprise. So, Mr. Chris, of course, you know we'll look at that for you, but you know the rules. You know the rules. We got to get through the basics, and then we'll get into the requests. So give me just a little bit here. We're gonna run through Bitcoin's chart as we do virtually every day here live. Hope you join us in the future as well. We're gonna run through Bitcoin's chart. We're gonna see what's going on. We're gonna look at the close. February close was an emotional one for many, so it's gonna be an interesting study here. I need to move my mic. This is driving my OCD a little nuts. So hold on 2 seconds. All right, and we're ready to go. So let's take a look at the Bitcoins. We're here on the hourly. The white moving average here is a little of Tom Crown technical analysis secret. We're viewing the 20 daily moving average on the hourly candles here. The yellow, the 50. Last time we streamed, I believe we had just closed below the 20. Wasn't looking too great. But things into this new month, seemingly the winds have changed. Let's mark that off. Where is it? Right there, right about here. We have seen only green in March so far. Surprising, as the end of February, a little unsatisfying and a little uncomfortable for most. So let's zoom out as we always do. Let's get our perspectives back in line. Never a more fitting time than at the start of the month for this. So let's go ahead and dig in. All right. Despite February feeling so crappy for some, when we zoom out, we see this is actually a pretty solid monthly candle. Opened. February started. It's hard to lose perspective here, guys. This is why we always do these kind of redundant tasks to remind us of where we really are. February opened at 32,791. Traded all the way. Everyone remembers, all the way to 58,000, 59,000. It's an 80% candle almost. That is a change of over $25,000. By far the largest in dollar value monthly candle in Bitcoin history, of course. Is it the biggest in percent change? Probably not. Probably not. But certainly a large one. If we look at January, we see January's candle very similar to February. We see a green candle that trades below the open briefly before rallying to a high and selling back off, but remaining above the close. That is exactly what happened in February. These candles are the same thing. February is a bigger version of it. You can see these top wicks signaling that the market moved maybe a little too high, too fast. However, did not provoke enough bears out of the woods to defeat this bullish momentum. Man, I love zooming out. You guys love zooming out. I do. So what else can we take from this chart? Well, I think it's always valuable to mark where did the month open. It's good to just have a track of it. So March opened 45,231. Again, the highest open for a monthly in Bitcoin history. That has been true for quite some time now, actually, a few months. An interesting note. Since it is now March, we are not just looking to close a monthly candle now with March. We're looking to close one of our favorite time frames. We rarely get to look at it. Why not throw it up? The quarterly. The massive quarterly. You only get 4 of these a year. In 30 days, we will be closing a quarterly. It's going to be exciting. There's never too much, at least on a Coinbase's chart, to discern from the quarterly this far out. We definitely will be keeping an eye on it, just as we did in the last quarterly close and the one before that. That gave us a signal that the bear market may be coming to an end and the bull market may be beginning. So real quick, let's go over the monthly here. Momentum looks amazing. Just continuing to show stronger and stronger buying momentum behind this. And it shows on the chart. This is a sea of green. Best kind of sea. RSI exact same position we have been in, honestly, since October. RSI continues to move up with price. It has not exceeded the high in 2017. It has exceeded it in price, though, and we know that that can cause issues. That can be problematic. At this moment, with candles remaining green on the monthly, not problematic. But with a reversal, we see a monthly candle that closes red, closes rather bearish, and we see RSI reverse as well. We may assume that there's bearish divergence on our monthly, which, to be fair, did likely happen back in our previous run as well, but we're going to keep an eye on it. So let's zoom it on into the weekly. The monthly, it's fun to go over it, especially at the start of the month. Usually there's not much else to be said. So we do see some definite price values here of importance. We see 57,500. We had this last week. We still have it this week. Last week's candle, wrapping up the month, closed bearish engulfed. We can see that here, as the previous week is a red candle that is larger. It engulfs the entirety of the previous week candle. This is typically a bearish sign when we are talking about chart patterns. Typically that is bearish. However, I'm not feeling it yet. I'm not feeling the bearishness yet. You guys have been here. You watched January play out live. Some of you much longer than that. From top to bottom, from highest to lowest point in January, we saw a 31% retrace. In February, from highest to lowest point, only a 26% retrace. This is significantly less at this point. This is a much smaller pullback. However, this is why we always talk about thinking in numbers, or man, ew. New month, man, new month gets to you. This is why we talk about thinking in percents, not thinking in numbers, because numbers, flat numbers, dollar values are gonna deceive us in this space. I don't know how well you guys can see this at home, but January's swing high to swing low, minus 31.57%, and that was a $13,000 sell-off. This is an example of why we think in percents. However, February, minus 26.3%, $15,351 sell-off. Logically, normies, the normal people out there, think that this is a larger sell-off. Number is bigger, right? It's deceiving us again. This is a great example. $15,000 is not bigger than $13,000 percentage-wise. That is due to the increase in price. We see here that if the bottom is in of this sell-off period, February was actually much calmer. Much calmer than January. What's interesting is in January, during this sell-off, there definitely was some fear. But yesterday, and I believe this is likely due to global economic conditions, not necessarily what's going on in crypto, but I've heard this from more than a few people, that the global economic state, people are not feeling super confident about. And I think that that is carrying over to crypto, because this was not as bad as January. Yet I believe that the hype and the fear, well, the hype was lower and the fear was higher in February versus January. Just an interesting observation. The weekly showing us some interesting things. We have a high and a lower high in RSI. We looked at this many times last week. Have a high and a lower high. Sorry, okay, a little lost there. With a higher high in price, that's bearish divergence. Oh no, bearish divergence on the weekly. I know, that's terrible, right? We saw that potentially play out right here with that weekly candle closing bearish engulfed. However, now that we've opened a new week, we're beginning to see RSI pull back up. We can also identify something else here. We have a low in January followed by what is currently a higher low. The lower low in RSI, as we just looked at. Let's see if I can make that easier to see. Right here. That is bullish divergence. I'm not sure what textbook TA would say, but in Tom Crown trading, we usually defer 1 to the trend, which is clearly bullish, and 2 to the more local move, the more recent move, that being the bullish divergence on the lows. This is not confirmed. I don't like the word confirmed in general, but this is not confirmed yet. This week opening is the cause of this RSI bending back up. We are only 21 hours into this weekly. It is really too early to make any definite calls, or really any confident calls, on what this new weekly is going to do here. But what we can do is look at the previous week and use that. So we did close last week with waning bullish momentum. We can see that here on the histogram as the candles have moved from light blue to dark blue, and currently in another dark blue candle showing that buying momentum has cooled. Important takeaway again though, this current candle is only 21 hours old out of 7 days. We cannot count this yet. If we do see this weekly close like this,
BTC weekly closed bearish, engulfed and now struggling with resistance and faded some huge bullish news, but we can still take it back and turn bullish again. How clear is it? YIAM. Not clear XXX.
Well, thank you, Rico. That is what I was saying, so I appreciate the 10, brother, as always, and I appreciate your time here and all you do for us, so right on. How clear is it? Why am I not clear? Bitcoin's never clear, brother. Rico knows that. Typically, Rico's... Whoa. It's over 9,000. Bet you didn't know that. What is up, Gert? Welcome, Gert. Signing up for Patreon. The first sign up in March. Great to have you, brother. Welcome aboard. Right on, brother. Destin in himself. Link for Patreon is pinned at the top of the chat. Just a friendly reminder. Great to have you, Gert. Rico, you know I love you, brother. Where was I really? Even if this weekly candle does close in this condition, we see that back in January this happened as well. In fact, we had 3 weeks of waning momentum before it picked back up and put in a higher high. This is not currently in danger. Where I would be looking price-wise is, well, we could retest the weekly resistance as support. That price point at 38.1. We could, in the worst case scenario, a worser case scenario, retest the weekly support at 32.2. Here is where I would start to get worried on the weekly. 28,700. Now, I'm not saying that this value is coming. What I'm saying is this is where I would begin to start sweating. Just the single smallest sweat drop would run down my forehead. At 28.7. We are far from that price point. In fact, I would say that I don't believe it's likely we will test this. However, Bitcoin does have a little habit of surprising us, so time will tell, but I do not believe that is the probable move. We're going to keep trucking here. I think we're done with the weekly. There's one more thing on the weekly we do need to look at. This is important. I know a lot of people out there probably waiting, actually, for just this portion of the show. So let's take a look. For some reason, it keeps deleting my 21 EMA line. I don't know why. It doesn't like it. So let's add the 21 weekly. Let's make that a nice blue, calming blue. And everyone's favorite, or at least my favorite, the 20 weekly. Pop up here. All right. Here we go. These are the values we have been waiting, predicting to test during a bull run. We were looking for this all the way back in September when we saw a bounce off of both of these moving averages. We said, man, that's how the bull run starts. We can expect back tests of these moving averages. Why? Well, mostly just because that's what historically we've seen. From 2015 to 2016 into 17, we saw the bull market really use this level as support. Not once, twice, but 7 times on the way up to 20K off of its low, all the way down at about $100. So logically, we are applying past price action as a guide. It's not going to tell us the future, but it is better than simply nothing or guessing or making something up. And what we see is, well, that's not really being respected as of this moment. So what are we doing? Every week we are updating and we are keeping an eye on these levels. So these are going to be important. The 20 weekly sitting at 29,729. Great takeaway here on both of these actually is they're both above that price level that I mentioned earlier. And I'll tell you, I didn't look at these yet today. So no, I did not plan this. But they are both above that price level that I would begin to sweat. The first drop of sweat would be produced. That's a comforting sign, as we had been or have been expecting a backtest, maybe foolishly, or maybe history is going to show that we foolishly waited for this. But we're going to keep an eye on them. What stands out to me here is the 21 EMA weekly overlapping virtually with weekly support from January. Now, I still don't even think we're going to test this level right now. But if we did see a crazy sell-off, that would likely be a strong support. Why? Well, because the 21 EMA weekly is there. It's overlapping with weekly support. Those are some pretty solid agreement, as I call it. Let's see, is there anything on the weekly Ichi? Not too much, but we're gonna add this in as well, just to keep track of it. We see the Kaijun, the lagging line highlighted in purple here. Man, I'm not good at colors; those are different. Showing us 34,090. These are all, yeah, there we go. These are all pretty solid numbers to be looking at if you are watching or waiting for a bounce. We see the TK, the quicker or faster moving line that acted as support in January, off the lows. See that right here. Right there. Still sitting below price at 43,000, untested in February. That is actually kind of interesting. Let's mark this as well. Now we have some pretty solid downside targets, to be honest. We tested it twice in January, didn't test it at all in February. I guess that is as well a tribute to just how less scary February was than January. Ichimoku on the weekly saying, there's nothing to worry about. We are in trend. Let's move it on down to the daily. Especially at the start of the month, we gotta go super in depth because there's so much to work with. So much more to work with at the start of the month. Let's get rid of show time. Interesting pattern. This isn't really a pattern, but what we saw is starting from February 22nd, pretty much just red days, slow red days. First day of March, it's currently sitting at a bullish engulfed candle, the opposite of what we saw on the weekly. We have definitely some interesting price points here. Today's close, we're going to be looking. What's up, Conflict Andy? Welcome to the fam, man. Thank you for subscribing. Good to have you. Friendly reminder for everyone else, if you haven't liked or subscribed the stream yet, please do so. We're live here every day, spitting the most recent TA, and I'd love to have you guys join. So today, a close above 46,169, nice, is a bullish engulfing candle. That is a bullish signal. That would be excellent. We're currently trading well above at 48.7. So that's looking likely with 2.5 hours to go. As always, anything can happen in even an hour in crypto. But I think it's looking likely here. And we'll see what the indicators have to say. We do have local daily resistance above us, however. We see that here on the 24th and 25th, where price attempted to rally, but was sold off. 49,700 likely to act as resistance. We see that today almost traded up to there. And actually, it's surprising that it stopped just short. We may actually take that from here. I'm still studying this and seeing exactly how I like it. Because we could take the closes here. I'd still prefer the top ones. Anyway, I'm going to take the price point off this then. Cool. Likely a zone of resistance then, let's say. 49,000 to 49.7. A break at that level. Actually, no, those numbers sound familiar. No. Just off what we were looking at in the last stream. This is the chart from last stream where we identified bullish divergence. We're seeing that potentially play out now. Or what? Here we go. Here we go. There it is. I was going to say, something looks weird to me. Something looked weird to me on that daily. I was like, there's no way it came up and just went shy of that resistance. Something has to be in the way. Here we go. Easy peasy. Today just got a lot more serious, actually. So what we see is today traded up to the 20 moving average on the daily. This is a price point that we have been watching diligently through this bullish trend here. We saw the first close below it January 20th. That led to continued selling or consolidation. On the 25th, unfortunately, we closed below it again. Our logical conclusion was, well, just as in January, we will head to the 50 moving average on the daily. That is currently at 41.2. That's currently at 41.2, another important price point, likely. However, what's important here is rejecting. Man, that is too close for comfort. That's too close for comfort. Rejecting from this level. Meaning if we see selling into close today, especially if we see selling that pushes price below 46.1, man, that would be bad. That is dangerous. The 20 has acted as support throughout this run. And being rejected from it is not a good sign. Yes, we did see that in January, so it isn't the end of the world if we do. But that's not a great sign. You don't want to be doing that. Typically, that will lead to sideways or selling. So, goal for today, amazing upside target for today, would be to close about 50. Above that 20 daily, above our local daily resistance. Let's see what the indicators are showing us. Today is the first day on MACD since February 23rd that we potentially see waning selling momentum. This is a good sign. We want the daily to close this way. It's 2.5 hours to go, so we'll keep an eye on that. That would be a great first start. However, again, as we do love to use the past as a guide here, we did see something similar back in January. We were above the 20 then, where we did see one candle of waning momentum before seeing another selling impulse. So don't get overexcited with that close. What we really want to see is 2-3 days of waning momentum. Doesn't guarantee anything, but that will definitely build confidence. And again, today is not closed, so this candle still can't be counted. I wish it could. Love to count it. RSI. RSI is throwing us through a loop here. It's throwing us through a loop. We had bearish divergence coming off of our high in February, as RSI never reached the levels it was at in January. And we actually... This is very ugly looking, not in the sense of bearish, but in the sense of not clear. We were using this point to identify bullish divergence, but I don't know if we can do that anymore. No, we cannot. We have put in a lower low, so there's no divergence there. RSI has not come as low as January's low, so we cannot identify bullish divergence there. That may suggest that we see more selling. We'll see. We'll see. It's good. Today actually is going to be a really important close. Close above the 20 moving average on the daily is going to be way more confidence building than below. I do not like to reject from that level, and the touch to it is just too perfect. Oof. Before we move on, there actually is one more thing here. So what we've been seeing, this is the MACD. We're scrolling out, we're zooming out. What we see here on the daily, and this was true in January, so this is a little confidence building as well. January's swing low was the lowest point of MACD, at least on Coinbase's history. So that means there was more selling momentum in January than at any other point in Coinbase's chart history. That means more selling than directly after the 2017 high. More selling than in March 2020. I know, right? Where we dropped almost 70%. This is divergence of a different kind. I'll have to come up with a name. For it. I guess technically it's just bullish divergence, but whatever. MACD is saying that this is the strongest selling momentum basically ever, because I know that this extends past just Coinbase's history. Now it's saying that this was even stronger. February's sell-off, even stronger selling momentum than January's, which was the largest ever. Price barely moved. Price barely moved. The lowest points touched so far, 43,000, with the strongest selling momentum on the daily time frame ever seen. That might sound bad to some out there, but that is, from a technical point of view, very bullish. It shows that the market is not just interested. Not just interested at this level, but able
it's
to...
over 9,000!
But able to over 9,000. What's up, James? Welcome, James, to the Patreon Club, my friend. Great to have you. Great to see people investing in themselves. Welcome, my fam. Thank you, thank you. Strongest selling momentum in history. Price barely budged. Buyers not just here, but they are able to absorb selling at this level. In my opinion, this is somehow a symptom of supply shock, of lack of liquidity. It's really interesting what's going on. Lots of stuff in the news lately. You guys know I'm not a huge news fan. But I just don't know how else to paint this picture. You guys were on this channel back in September, October. We were looking for 17,100 by the end of the year, and at that point it was a moon boy target. People laughed at us. Everyone was bearish. I remember tweets saying that we were going to revisit 3K, we were going to see a new low. Wild. Now we traded almost to 60,000 in February. Our projection was looking for a break of the all-time high actually in Q2. So maybe April at the earliest of this year. We are wildly ahead of schedule. I don't know what to say about that. I don't have conclusions to draw from it. It is mind-blowing. Mind-blowing, the strength going on here. So, I don't know. Can we attribute it to all the news, the institutional investment, Tesla? We can do whatever we want. But I think it's unlikely really to matter in the end. The chart will tell us. It'll be our guide. So I think we're good with the daily. Let's take a look at the Ichis. Not a lot going on there. We're still on top of the clouds. Trend is still up. All right. Let's see. We're going to zoom in one more time to the 12-hour. And what we're going to be looking for here is information. Information that backs up, that supports our claims from the daily, weekly, and monthly time frames. Are we going to be able to find it? We'll find out. Let's see. Let's see. Our RSI. Dang it. Dang it. So close. Almost bullish divergence. You could, if you were a lesser technical analyst than myself, say, maybe this is double bottom, maybe this is weak Class C bullish divergence, but nay. Nay. I don't do that. No divergence there. Lower low with a lower low in RSI. That's okay. No divergence is not a bad thing. It's not a good thing. It's simply an indication that we may see reversal. Does not mean we cannot see reversal without it. But it would have been great to have it as a 12-hour back in January. Really did give us a good insight. Did give us a good insight on reversal there. What else do we have? RSI not being helpful. Just not helpful. MACD though. MACD being a bro here as we see a beautiful waning of selling momentum. I love the rounded shape of this. Typically in crypto, maybe markets in general, anything that is rounded tends to be reversing because it really does show a lack of acceleration. Shows a consistent resistance to the direction, whether it's price or momentum, whatever, of anything. I like how rounded this is. The 12-hour is looking to flip over, meaning flipping from selling to buying momentum, so we should keep an eye on that. Does look as if it would be maybe a day to 2 days out. That's just a ballpark. No way to know. But those of you out there, watch that 12-hour. Now, there isn't actually too much. That's unusual. Not really. The 12-hour has been garbage for us for a long time, except for one or two signals. So Ichimoku, though, is just saying something interesting here. One, it is suggesting that Bitcoin did find support on the cloud here on the 28th. It was bought back up. Two, it is above the TK. That's a good sign. But three, what we really need to see and this lines up with what we saw on the daily, is we need to see price move back and retake the kaiju in the purple line here. Why? For a very important reason. I guess we did see it on the 12-hour. We caught it on the daily last month. This cross up. We want to see this cross up. This can only be triggered when the green line, the TK, is below the purple line, the KJ. Currently it is. Price has moved up. We want to see price retake the KJ, stay there, and what we will get is this signal. A cross up while price is above the cloud. That is the strongest signal Ichimoku cloud indicator can give us in the bullish direction. So keeping an eye, and to me, really what I take away from that is 50,700, likely the most important price to retake, period. That will generate a beautiful signal. This one that we saw before in January, I don't even think we caught. We saw it on the daily, which is a better signal anyway, but this one actually crossed in the cloud. That is not quite as strong. That is a medium power signal. What we could have here is the making of a cross above the cloud. That is a strong signal. A medium signal gave us 75% gain from where the cross happened. A strong signal, we can extrapolate well, is likely to give us at minimum 75%. That would be pretty ridiculous. What price would that even put us at? 88? I'm not quite calling for 88 yet, but let's see. That's what I'm watching on the 12-hour. I don't think there's really anything else. That's okay. It's just okay. Let's see. Let's throw a little hopium in here. Let's use our fib tool. We're going to connect the highest point in price to the swing low. Now, we don't know if this is the low. We obviously won't know that until the high is broken, but for now, we can use it this way. We'll connect the highest point to the lowest point, and we can hope to create an upside target using the 2 fib extension as our measured move. That would put us at 79,000. That lines up with virtually everything that we were seeing back here in January. 72, 75, 77. The sevens. I was actually looking for another January price action repeat after we had reached that level. Looks like we're coiling up early. Coiling up early, so I was just wrong. But it is comforting to see that this is the same, roughly the same measured move now on this swing high to swing low as back in January. There's another way we can use this tool. We can use it to look down. So if we connect our low to our swing high, that same low we just used, to the highest point price, we can use it to get a measured move to the downside. So let's actually mark this like that. But we can use this as well as a measured move to the downside. We're going to look for that same 2 fib extension. And this is a comforting feeling for me, actually. What we see is that measured move to the downside overlapping with our 38,100 target. This is a great target, great zone of support if it is tested.
Just here to repay my debts and beyond, D.
True that. What's up, Gavin? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, my man. We're back for January, and it would not be a January without brother Gavin. Oh, nice. Now we have 630 watching. I don't know. It started slow. I didn't think anyone was coming. You guys are just joining us. DVR is enabled, meaning you can rewind the stream if you'd like to see this in-depth Bitcoin analysis that we've done here today. I'm going to leave both these arrows up. Leave both these up. So yeah, feel free to do that or do it after the show. That's probably what you should do. Do it after the show. I don't want these arrows to be on the smaller time frames when we zoom in. All right, so we're going to take a look at one more time frame, then we're going to move on to requests. We're going to move on to, whatever, who cares? Who cares, bud? Why are you complaining? I'm talking to myself. 4 hour. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. Ooh, level up.
Wait, can we analyze Bitcoin? Okay, my card's gonna decline again, so I am done for the day.
Gavin Crown. That's true, fam. Add Crown. Add Crown to your name. That's true, fam, man. Thank you, brother Gavin. Ma Mang. The wonderful person who made me able to get this new phone and finally be able to receive phone calls and texts. Huge thanks to him. Great dude. Personal friend. Getting a call. Not gonna pick it up. What we were spotting here last episode is still happening. This is a good sign. We see a series of lows. What stands out to me is the number of lows. 1, 2, 3, 4 lows. With 1, 2, 3 higher highs in RSI. So now that we've zoomed in, we're getting a little more detailed look at this price action, and it's saying something specific. It's saying bullish divergence. I'm sure that was written back here on this chart at some point. Same thing. We did not see it play out immediately, but now we have reached our 4th low. What's interesting is this is actually very similar to what we saw back here. Can't see it on the 4 hour. Gavin, you're gonna get your cards declined, brother. Gavin's a great example of banks and the rich. They don't like when you give money away. They like to tell you what to do with your money. So they shut them down sometimes. You can't actually see it on the 4 hour here, but so I'm going to show you guys quick on the 1 hour what I'm talking about, because now I realize that was a little crazy sounding without an example. 1, 2, 3, 4 basically. Bitcoin is a big fan of 4s. I don't know why. 4 lows or 4 highs. Typically, if you're not seeing a lot of momentum, meaning they're not moving too far in price.
Before we move to random outs of the day, I like to point out the 1H and 4H mass.
Fair enough. Fair enough, brother Rico. By the way, I will be reading the chat once I get through the Bitcoin walkthrough type thing. So don't think I'm ignoring you guys. I just want to point out this January we did see that 1, 2, 3, 4 low touch. However, it wasn't ideal because it led to a lower high. However, it's just an example of that 4s, the 4s that I was talking about that we're seeing right here. For whatever reason, I don't know. That makes sense. Usually when you see like triple bullish divergence, I do usually hesitate and wait for that fourth touch. But we have it here on RSI. We have it here on MACD. And as someone quoted me on Twitter, so I guess this is just part of what I say. It's part of what I say now. When MACD and RSI agree, that's a good chart to me. Something like that. I don't know. I said it, but I don't remember it. I remember what I said. Wordage wise. RSI, MACD agree. It's a good chart to me. There it is. RSI and MACD on the 4 hour agreeing. For Brother Rico. Let's look at those moving averages on the 4 hour. Momentum still up on the 4 hour. Okay. We are looking at a test of that 50. Yellow on this channel is always going to be 50. White's always going to be blue. God, I can't speak today. White's always going to be the 20, and blue is always going to be the 100 moving averages. So on the 4 hour 50 that we're looking at right here, we see price has tested and rejected it. However, bears unable to really gain ground yet, but are defending the 50. This is an important price to watch. Rico is correct. The 20 down here is beginning to slope back up, which would suggest that it may be looking to cross up above bullishly. However, I'll make this. I can say this with confidence. I don't really want to see price shoot up here. I know some of you might. That's not what I want. What I want, if I were just controlling this, is I would like to see a test of the 100, and then I'd like to see it trade sideways. Why? Doesn't have to be that tight. Why? Because I want the 50 to have time to flatten out and begin crossing up again before the 20 crosses it. Something like that. I'll make them colored so you guys can tell what I'm talking about. This is what I'd like to see. Make it a little prettier. Something like that. This would be much more bullish, in my opinion. I think a blast off from here, if it just moves straight up, is likely to get sold into, which would be very convenient, not convenient, coincidental, to exactly what we saw in January. So the longer it can trade sideways here, in my opinion, the better. I do not want to see this explosion of price up. I wonder if there's something else Rico wanted to look at. We're going to look at the 1 hours. I haven't forgotten. 51st support. Yeah, 50 port. Where's Rico? Too much chat. I'm going to have to look back at it. So we are seeing the 50 as resistance at the moment. The price to overtake. Interesting that it is directly over our daily local resistance. If we remove these quick, we'll see that 50, it lines up extremely well with the resistance we have identified. That, in my opinion, strengthens the resistance that can be found there. Not ideal, but it might be ideal if you're looking for what I was looking for, which is sideways trading.
You are a legend. Thank you. Nice job, carrot carrot. We'll talk about climate change later.
DT. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, man. Legend. I don't know if I'm legendary yet, but I'll accept it. Carrot carrot. We can talk about climate change later. That'll do. All right. We're looking at 4 hour. The 100 right above resistance. This is just a zone of resistance. I'm hoping it plays out sideways instead of a higher low on a sell-off would actually be really solid too. Anyway, moving on to 1 hour. Let's see what he was talking about. Obviously, the 200 on the 1 hour is going to be as well resistance as it is the same moving average as the 50 on the 400.
Sorry, just talking to someone for top secret. Do you have Streamlabs Prime?
Talking to someone top secret. Top secret. I do have Streamlabs Prime. I have a link for it even. So if you're talking to somebody about it, they can use my link. I think they get a discount. Not really something I ever push, but offer stands for anybody. The 1 hour. So what was Rico looking at here? The 200. Rico knows that's the same thing though. I think the 1 hour looks pretty good actually. 4 hour was not showing weakness in bullish momentum. 2618. We'll move here, sitting right at 52.2. That'd be my upside target. If we see today's high break before the candle close, I'd be looking at 52.1. Again, though, not really what I want to see. 150. Rico, I've used the same colors on my charts forever. Thank you, Mang. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, it was the 1H. I'm looking at 150 especially. I will forgive your blue Marsat. Least it's ISNT a white background.
And the 150 here are pretty interesting. They are looking to cross. I don't really love the condition of their cross. I think this just plays more into what I was saying is sideways trading here. Really would be ideal. I want to see these moving averages flatten out, and I want to see them slowly begin to slope up. I do not want them to be pointed down as price moves up. So we will see. We'll see. But good eye, Rico. This is interesting. We saw the 20 cross with the 50 and the 100 there. Really to no avail. Really to no. All right. I think we got through everything. We're seeing that same bullish divergence on the hourly. Hourly momentum. Here we go. Something stands out here. Bullish momentum waning off. Just flipping over to selling. That is a tiny sell candle though, man. With 8 minutes left, it's virtual. Ooh. We'd have a fake out here on the MACD hour. Right there. That is a tiny red candle. For a green price candle. Interesting. Marika.
Hi, time to sleep here in Europe. Ethan Orner, SOS Heart.
Darling Marika. Darling Marika. Ethereum and Orn. Didn't we just talk about these yesterday, Marika? Didn't we? It's okay. Thank you for your 11 euros. I appreciate you. Pest Master coming in with again, talking about ADA. Let's see, make sure we don't have anything here. Some of these charts,
ADA hard fork just happened. What can be expected?
Pest Master. You know what? ADA hard fork. Interesting. I actually didn't know that they were actually doing that, but ADA, I think that they hard fork a lot, and I think it's unusual in the sense of they're just a change to the software, right? They're not producing a new coin, they're not dropping a new coin, etc. So I think it's really unlikely to have much of an impact, but what I can do for you is I can answer what the chart says about it once I get through these. I'm going to do Eth and Orn quick for Marika because she needs to go to bed. Then I got to do Voyager for Chris because I didn't forget Chris. I'm sorry, it took me so long. Ooh. Here's some interesting news. Just right now in this second, we got the email that we've been waiting for. BlockFi sent over the contract. I'm not going to look at it right now, obviously. That's some big news. Nice. So, we'll see. As of whenever I sign it, it could be tonight. We may be officially sponsored today. All right. Ethereum. I think Ethereum looks great, by the way. I'm just going to put it out there. Yesterday was a pretty spooky day, trading down to 1291. We see it's pushing up. Currently at 1544, well above the 1462 needed for bullish engulfing. Into the close, we're seeing waning momentum on the sell side. Nice and rounded the way we like it. Unlike Bitcoin, here we go. Unlike Bitcoin, Ethereum on the daily does have bullish divergence between its lows. We were missing this on Bitcoin. Ethereum has it. That is a good thing. That is a very good thing. That may even suggest that Ethereum BTC could be seeing some love soon. Same condition on our side for the weekly. While that's an ugly, ugly weekly candle, we see that the week was defended above previous resistance. Ethereum's looking pretty fine. I mean, yesterday was a spooky day, I know that. That's not the most beautiful monthly candle. This one looks a little uglier than Bitcoin's, but it is green. It was the candle that closed above the all-time high. Right? It did, didn't it? Yep, just slightly. Ethereum seems to be in great shape. 12 hours, same thing as Bitcoin. It's looking to roll over from selling to buying. Ethereum does, actually, here we go. Ethereum really does have a little extra bullish edge over Bitcoin as it as well. So not only does it have the bullish divergence on the daily that we were looking for on Bitcoin that we couldn't find, but it has it on the 12 hour as well. We couldn't find that on Bitcoin either. So Ethereum looking actually in pretty good shape. Pretty good shape. I'm gonna do maybe one more thing here. Let's see our little retrace.
Okay, bye bye Europe. Go to sleep. We'll see you tomorrow, face with rolling eyes.
DT. On Ethereum, looking for the retrace 1624, 1714, probably where I'm looking first. Looking pretty solid. Alright, there's my conclusion. Ethereum looks more bullish than Bitcoin. It got its monthly close on its Bitcoin pair above major support. Things are looking just fine. It's fine. Let's take a quick look at Orange so darling Marika can go to bed. Orange on the 4 hour, momentum's moving up. Looks like high. Same target. Well, actually, let's see. There is a new target available. Let's take the highest point in price, connect it to the lowest here. 22. It's a pretty good range. On a break of the high for Orn, I would look for 20 to 22.45. Real nice. Is it gonna do it? I mean, it looks angry in a good way. I think this is bullish. I think she's bullish. Orn has been well behaved, and I have no reason to assume that it will change that behavior until proven otherwise. Okay, let's get rid of these. We had a very solid movement here on Orn. It's really well behaved. We've seen a few of these. The next one that we look at, the next coin, another one. Orn continuously pushing up to measured moves, back testing, pushing up, back testing, pushing up, back testing, pushing up, back testing again. This is beautiful growth. This is what I wish every coin looked like. It hit our target, our top target of 15. We were looking for 14, 15. And then back tested 10. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's a 33% retrace. Both psychological numbers. It's hard to bet bearish for me on this coin. I need to see something. Any kind of low break before I can say anything negative. This looks like the edge as well with the bears. Or with the bulls. My bad. I'm having trouble speaking today. Bullish divergence on the 12 hour. 12 hour selling momentum rolling over. And daily, out of nowhere, momentum is being summoned. I like this coin. I don't own any, but I like the way its chart looks, so cool. There you go, Marika. Chris, I had to do Marika's. I know you understand. I know you're here for your daily dose of Tom Crown Voyager TA. I know you are. So let's get it. Let's get it. Also, Chris, I wanted to ask you a favor, buddy. I noticed on Twitter, I don't even know if you're still here. You probably are. I noticed on Twitter that you've been putting clips of my streams, and I don't have a problem with that. But if you could find a way to embed this stream instead of a standalone clip, that would be amazing. Because then this stream would get views, that would help the channel. That'd be really amazing if you could figure it out. If someone knows how to do that, jump in Discord. There's the link in the chat. Let me know. I know it's possible, but that would really mean a lot to me, brother, if you could, because that's a lot of traffic that would come right over to the channel, and then more people would see our Voyager TA. So let's check her out. With the weekly close, momentum is flying. RSI. Nothing really here yet. Nothing really here yet. I like that we have not seen momentum drop on the weekly. What about the monthly? Monthly looks strong as well. This is Voyager BXG or BQX on Binance. Something we haven't done on this coin in a while. Let's take a look at where we are in our highest point to lowest point retrace. Do it this way or Do it this way. Currently at the 0.5. This is our target for everything in any direction. We always look for the 0.5. Anything that goes up predictably or consistently moves back down half. Same in the reverse. Anything that moves down moves back up half of the delta, whatever you want to call it. So what we're seeing here is we saw a swing high to swing low, and now Voyager has retraced to the 0.5 fib. That means half. What we could, or no, it hasn't gone to the 0.5. That is a line that is confusing me. Ignore everything I just said. We're at the 382. This is the reason I was confused, is our next upside target for this bad boy, overlapping with the 0.5 and the 618. That's probably how we got them, to be honest, at 32,100. Guess we already have them marked here. These would be our long-term targets. We've done it's done a really good job of getting there. The monthly, the weekly, neither are showing that the rally is out of steam at this point. Weekly moving averages are too far behind. Let's zoom in again. Get that daily. Okay. Locally, man, look at all these lines. Locally on the daily, really nothing of concern here. We see no bearish divergence on the local highs. We see bullish divergence on the local lows. We do have a longer term problem. Is our highs on RSI are coming down. So what this coin needs, similar to many coins have needed this and gotten it, is we need to see RSI and price move up to a new high. That's what Voyager is going to need here. It doesn't need it right now, but it's going to need to do that if it's going to break, if it does break its previous high. Because at this moment, this isn't the highest point in price, so it doesn't need to be the highest in RSI. Daily momentum is chilled out, is losing or waning, and not quite concerning at this point either. The 20 moving average moving up quickly. Consolidating below the previous high. It is amazing that we've been able to predict this so accurately. It has not quite returned to 15,500 sats yet. It's not. Potential. Do have a little potential here. Alright, here's the only thing of concern. So I've found nothing of concern yet. I mean, our target was to retest the high. We're basically there. 500 sats being what? 3.5% away. So there's pretty much momentum. Looks pretty good on. It looks good on the higher time frames. The only thing of concern I see here is, well, we do have a wick high on the 25th of February, and that is the wick high of today. So why that's concerning is it has potential to be a double top. I'm not a huge believer of double tops, to be honest. I'm not. In the sense of I don't think they're the doom or moon signals people think they are. That is the only thing that draws my eye, and the specific reason is, well, I know that that's not just on the day, it's also on the week, and unfortunately, that will also be on the month. So this is the only piece of concern I have. I want to see it.
Can you take a look at link, please?
I want to see it break 15,000. Doesn't have to put in too much work. I just want to see it on the weekly, daily, monthly. It's really just the timing of this high that is unfavorable to me. This monthly is still green, still trading up, coming off of bullish engulfing above support, or we can, hasn't quite been tested as support, but things are looking good. But I think anyone trading this wants to be aware of that possibility. I just don't like, it's just all about the timing. It's literally just because of when. The first day of March, that opens it up for a month, that opens it up for a week, opens it up for the day. So that's where I'm looking. That's the only issue that I see. So far, this coin has been champing. I might even put an alert myself here. Stupid trade. Already have an alert up there. If it can break 1500 sats, I mean, is it even a call to say 1550? I don't know. I'd like to see that 15500 break, and I would like to see that move to 22,000 sats with a less conservative or a more risk on target of 32,000. Still looks great. Still looks good. Really, this has been a wild thing to chart. Wild thing to chart. So, Chris, thank you for all of the shouting out, all of the traffic, all of the eyes that you put our channel in front of, man. Thanks for the work. Ooh, I see Sylv. How you doing, Sylv? The wonderful Sylv is here. Everybody say hi to Sylv. Alright, let's see. Up next for Pestmaster ADA. ADA doesn't really look like it moved at all. Talking about the fork, the hard fork. I don't know anything about the hard fork specifically, but I can speak to the nature of them. They don't always produce new coins. For instance, XMR. Hard forks all the time. They don't produce any new coins. I believe that as well as what ADA does. So I don't think it has that same FOMO factor, the sell before the fork thing, that I usually preach here. What I will say is forks or patches, updates, etc., mainnet launches, these things in a bull market usually are pretty coordinated. Coordinated to drive price. I don't really think that this one is for ADA, as I'm pretty sure it's been scheduled. They seem to be very scheduled on their forks. I don't really think it has much of an impact, honestly. When there's a new coin issuance involved, I think there is, because people buy it thinking that new coin will be worth more. It happens, they sell the old coin, etc. I don't think it's going to have a huge hand in any of this this time. So our previous upside target, after finally breaking the all-time high, was $1.81. We have a new measured move from the price action from that all-time high that looks that it has back tested the previous swing high, and that puts it at $1.94. I think this is a very solid range. Very solid range to be looking for when ADA breaks $1.50. Ooh, that's psychological. Ooh. Psychological and resistance. Really not a big deal. ADA 4-hour momentum's waning. 12-hour momentum on the buy side is waning. Nice bullish divergence here on this swing low. That is likely to have established a new support for ADA at 81.29 cents. ADA struggling with bearish divergence on its highs and bullish divergence on its lows. It's a hard call. Hard call to make. I'm not interested in ADA at this price, but I might be at 81 cents. You guys know I'm not a fan of buying near tops or on green candles. Yeah, probably answered your question. Maybe I didn't, Pestmaster. I appreciate you. Either way, brother. ADA, like all coins, watch the 20 daily. When you're above it, things are pretty solid. When you lose it, it's time to take a look at the charts. So there's your upsides, there's your downsides targets. Josiah. Oh crap. State of Crypto. I don't think it announced you, my friend. Great to see you. The State of Crypto, another crypto YouTube streamer. Great dude. Has a totally different schedule than us. Feel free to check him out, guys. He's TC approved, not someone out to hurt or scam or whatever. You know, the stuff we don't like here. He's not one of them. So shout out to him. Thank you for the 50 MXOs. Sorry, didn't announce. Drogue, what's up, Drogue? How you doing, man? Alright, let's actually look at this chat. Josiah.
Sweet swig tea, slim diddly do, good stream, big chill.
Swig dig diddly do. Stream Bweem. What's up, Losty? Made me giggle. Josiah Simon asked to take a look at Link. We can do that. We can do that, but we've made a resolution this month, this year. It seems like a year now. Every week feels like a year. Crypto, I swear. I'm gonna take care of myself better. So we're gonna do Link for you, buddy. But we're not gonna do it this second. We're gonna take a minute.
Congrats on the sponsorship, brother. You deserve it. AVAX and or SRM, please.
My man David O. Thank you, sir. Well, we got the contract now. So I just gotta sign it. And then it's official. I might as well share it. We have been offered countless sponsorships over the years. Countless. Too many to count. Sponsorships, deals, whatever. However, none of them have ever been up to our standard as a community. Either they were looking to profit from the viewers in a malicious way by taking advantage of them or tricking them, or it was just something that, you know, an exchange that no one's ever heard of, and I can't in any good conscience recommend something like that. I will never accept anything from anyone under the condition of putting the viewers at risk, and so we went with no sponsors. Recently, the first company that ever has been up to our standards reached out, and as of today has sent the contract over. I guess I just saw the notification on the email, so I'll have to check that out after the stream. That company, BlockFi, US-based company, great reputation. Their service is something that I see as valuable. I've signed up myself because I'm never going to promote something I don't have skin in the game for. Crypto, I have all the skin in the game, so I have no problem promoting it. So we'll see. We'll see. Might sign it tonight. Might be a done deal in just a few hours. By the way, my link is also pinned to the top of the chat for Discord, Patreon, and BlockFi if you're interested. I actually made another deposit in there today because I realized I saw my bank account. I have to keep a lot of fiat. Makes me feel gross. I have to keep a lot of fiat in my bank because all of my payment is 1099, and so I have to save portions of all of the income I have to pay taxes. And I got my monthly interest statement, and of course it was pennies. Pennies. I looked at my APY on my savings account as 0.03%, and I was like, nope, I'm moving this. So I made a sizable move over there of cash, and it's not fixed, it can vary, but man, I'll take anything over 0.03%. Why even bother, bank? Why even bother sending me those like 10 pennies or something? Like, insulting. Send me just send me bubble gum or something. I don't know. Send me a card that just says, "We like you. Hope you have a good day." That's worth more to me than those pennies that they're giving me in interest. Anyway, no more about that. But thank you, David O, my man. We take a look at AVAX for you after Link for sure. We're just taking it slow today. Taking it slow today. Aw, that in stream didn't work. Womp womp. We got a Link up next. I wanted to read the chat for a bit. What's up, Mr. Massey? How you doing, brother? Jerry, it's good to see you. Pulse Flag's gonna send me a card. Thank you. I appreciate it. The Alex, do you think ETH is going to go up or go down again? I do. Great question. Sylv, I see you, darling. I see you. It's good. It's good when Sylv pops in. Sylv used to be just, I don't know. Sylv and I used to compete for most hours on the stream back in the day. Who else is here? Franz. How you doing, Franz? Emma Hundy, how much could you make in a day off of 75 ADA? You probably could sell it for $75, so there you go. Please don't spam. Why do people spam? See, I read your question, and then you start spamming it. Gabe, shh, don't tell people. Don't tell people. Who else is here? No, you gotta do the time. You gotta do the time one. I think... Well, no, now it's ruined because the Twitch has ruined that leaderboard. Alex Marr, how you doing? Thank you. Great attitude, man. There's enough people in the crypto space screaming about it going up and down all the time, telling you it's going to the moon or it's going to zero. I'm sure you've noticed, guys, that's not what's happening. It's not doing either of those things. Yeah, we are a soothing. Hopefully we aim to be void of emotion and just logical here. So thank you. Thank you. Bitcoin's not doing anything. See who else is here. Drogue96. Alright, shout out, Jab. It's good to see you, brother. ×2. Zoot G. Welcome, Zoot G. Zoot. Welcome to the fam, my friend. Thank you for subscribing. Great time as any. Good reminder. If you're joining us for the first time or not, please smash that like button. Please. And subscribe, hit the bell, join us. We are live here per day, doing the cutting edge, the up-to-date technical analysis as well. Actually, you know what? I actually have a surprise. I'll be releasing a static video here. Could be today. Publicly. So keep an eye out for that. As usual, our static videos migrate into the Patreon vault over time, so if you see that published, make sure to tune in. Check it out. Let's see who else is here. Source Compile Studios. How you doing, man? James Bristol. Kev13, Excel Vision, BR, my man. How you doing, BR? MI60. Been a while, my man. It's always good when you pop in. Always good. Trio, Condra, Kane, Nicholas, Serda, Aaron Dedu, Glenn Walsh. Did I see a gap on the Ethereum chart? I'm honestly, like, I'm just like not a gap guy. Beach Jedi 101, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Editing Buddha, 808 Hawk, welcome back. Joel, Beats for Crypto, Dennis, Test, Editing Buddha. I already did that one, do it again. Nikki Cupcakes, I like that name. Crypto Projects. Lots of new faces here, guys. Love it. Love it, love it. What's up, Lambo Rider? You're not a new face, but it's good to see you too. Timoe. They have recommendations for new traders? Yeah, man. My recommendation is to like the stream, subscribe, hit the bell, and after the show, tune into our daily live streams here where I'm just spitting out the TA. That's I think the best way to learn. It's through observation. Yeah, we're live pretty much every day here, so lot to learn, free knowledge. 2 people asking about CKB at the same time. I don't know anything about it. Sorry. Oh, we have a troll. Soul Canar says my glasses look stupid AF. Looks like some mod timed him out. Oh well. No problem, Flash Jab. Thanks for joining us, dude. Alright, yeah, that's my advice. My advice is to follow along our daily live streams and get in the Discord, and honestly, actually the best advice, get learned. That's right, Nikki. Best advice is check out the Patreon. Nah, Musky Dodge, we don't block them. I don't care. What? You can't be a YouTuber. You can't stream live yourself every day and, I don't know, get bent out of shape when someone says something mean to you. Like what? Comes into a live stream with 800 viewers and makes fun of you, like, bro. Whatever. Jack Lazar, what's up, my man? Pickled Tickles, anyone ever told you have the perfect storytelling voice? I would be interested in that. I would do it. Someone get me a... What would it be? Someone get me a, like a Audible sponsorship or something. I don't know. I'd do it. This is an open offer to the internet. If you want this voice to read your stories, I guess maybe it could be animated or something too. Reach out. I'm here.
It's
I'll
over
do it.
9,000!
And it's over 9,000. Welcome, Andrew Start, to the patron, my man. Stepping it up, investing in himself. Congratulations. Great to have you. We're seeing a good amount of growth again today. Last month was wild. Alright, so let's get to the charts. Let's get to these. Let's take a look at the link, the stinking link for our man Josiah. The stanky lang. Interesting. You know what? I hate this because now anything I say is like maybe I'm shilling. I don't know. I don't like shilling, but relevant fact to what I was saying earlier. BlockFi added link. Just today announced they added link to their I don't know what you call it, offering. There you go. Relevant. Alright, let's take a look. Let's see. This wick is stupid. Did it really trade down that low?
Again, the devil took him to a very high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and their splendor.
Oh. Jesus came in to bless us with his $25 donation. His gospel words. Well, thank you, brother, for the $25, and keep doing you, brother. Keep doing that good work. Link. This wick doesn't look real on the 22nd. Though they think this is the day that everything kind of had these crazy wicks, right? If this wick is real, you guys feel free to do the fact checking.
Behold, I will corrupt your seed and spread dung upon your faces, even the dung of your solemn feasts, and one shall take you away with it.
Jesus and God both here. Send us some more viewers, would you? Guide them here. Thank you, God, for your 25. Wondering where that Holy Spirit is. Where's the third? I'm Irish. Of course, whole family was Roman Catholic, so it's gonna be that third one. I'm waiting. Thank you for the 25s, my friend.
My two favorite taras, Tom Crown and State of Crypto. Join forces, may the force be with you.
And also with you, the force. Thank you, it does matter. Thank you for the 5, brother. Yeah, State of Crypto, great dude. Love him. I don't want to dox him. I'm so used to referring to him by his name. I don't know if people know his name. I'll wait till I hear from him. This wick might be real. It seems hard to use it, though. Like, this is a ridiculous wick. We've seen this in other assets. I'm going to go ahead and not use it. It just tends to junk up the TA, I find, when you get those.
For whoever keeps the whole law and yet stumbles in one point, he has become guilty of all.
Alright, you did it. You won. You won. Best tips of the day from Jesus, God, the Holy Spirit, and the Son. Amen. Amen. Thank you for the 25s, guys. It does matter. Yep, shout out State of Crypto. Love the dude. Did he respond? Am I allowed to say his name? I don't want to dox you, buddy. I won't. I don't even know if you're here still.
If anyone curses his father or mother, he must be put to death.
Well, that's just bad news. Don't do that. There's Cream of the Crypto. I like that name. The Cream. The Cream. Rises to the top, man. What's up, Vesemir? Mr. Steve, how you doing? Ghost of GG, what's up, bro? I got caught in the crossfire. Yeah, there's some big names thrown around the 25s today, so. It made me giggle. Matt on, how you doing, man? Albert Anelli, Crypto Rex. You're here, the party can begin right on. Low on, Mark Hubs. Either way. So Link, yeah, that's quite a wick. If that wick's real, I think it's incredibly bullish. Didn't even need TA for that. I think what you need to do is think about what happens on these wicks. Okay. If this is real, let's just assume it is for this. TradingView is not always right. It does make mistakes. Think about fundamentally what's going on when this happens. We see this kind of back here as well. Similar. What happens is price is pushed down.
When the Lord your God brings you into the land you are entering to possess and drives out before you many nations, then you must destroy them totally. Make no treaty with them and show them no mercy.
We're getting biblical. Get biblical up in here. God himself visiting the stream. That's how you know you've made it. I will say this. So this arrow didn't really work out. Technically, though, our in-stream trade setup opened and closed in the same day. So that's a hit. That's a 28-30% gain right there. Live stream setup. That's a win. Anyway, these wicks, as prices move down, stop losses are hit, which pushes the prices down, forces positions to sell, which pushes the price down, which triggers more stop losses, etc., etc., etc. Repeating until it finds or finishes price discovery. That looks actually a pretty solid zone there. And is bought back up. So what happens is money is caught out. It is stopped lower. And in my opinion, without any other technical analysis involved, when the wick is to the downside like this, virtually always is a bullish sign. High probability. Bullish sign. The same is true with a top wick of that would be similar to this. Probability would be bearish. It traps out positions and gets those positions chasing the price. So typically, I think it's a good sign. If you didn't get stopped out, it's a good sign at least. Daily momentum could be waning here into the close. Really, either way, you have bullish divergence on the daily with or without that wick being real. There's not a lot there. That's a pretty random wick. I mean, it's like in this zone of... It's in this zone of accumulation, but it's like not really clean on anything. Weekly's losing a little momentum as well. You don't locally have bearish divergence, but you do have bearish divergence on a larger, more zoomed out scale from August 10th. So Link, same as Voyager, is looking for a large move to the upside to push that RSI and price higher. With waning momentum on the weekly, only one candle. You're going to have to see it retake its losses from last week, $34. It's just hard to bet against anything with a bottom wick that size, that's my opinion. So, I just looking bully. Let's look at AVAX. So just as Link, just as our trade was great on Link and worked out, on AVAX, not as much. We were looking for a bounce from support to test our next measured move. Womp womp, didn't happen.
New album Pray Against the Machine. Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom. Official Mike Aran, man, I can't say it. Maranatha. Thank you, official Mike. And shalom to you. New album, Pray. Oh, I get it. My bad, dude. Sometimes I'm stupid while I stream. So, AVAX, AVAX did not play the way we wanted. Actually, we have seen a test of our 32.15 cent support as resistance, which rejected. Price not ideal. 4-hour has bullish divergence on RSI and MACD, but we have resistance at 32.15. I'm not really too afraid of this, as I kind of like this pattern here. It's gonna do it kind of jankily. Looking like a descending channel. We saw back here, this is what we were looking for as well, this descending channel. We were looking for it to break up. This is looking like a larger version of that. Could see it back. You could see it test 1472. Not without Bitcoin dumping, in my opinion, though. So let's see the retrace. Let's see our retrace from low to high. Where are we? 0.5. 618 sitting at $20. That's not bad. It's probably a good spot. I think that would be a high probability area. It's a 618 retrace. $20 psychological level. Maybe we'll give it another shot here live on stream. See if we can get the risk to reward right, though. That's really all that matters. Alright. Alright. I think we could do that. I'll take it. It's 4-1. 25% chance. Honestly, it may just not fill. Yeah, bullish divergence on your lows here on the 4 hour. That looks... I mean, that's a good sign. It's a good start. 12 hour. Momentum looks very interested in rolling over on the 12 hour. And on the daily, same thing. This is a little more progressed than some other coins we've seen, as it's had 2 closes already, looking to close the 3rd winning momentum candle in a row. Bullish engulfing today is seen everywhere. All across the market, we're seeing bullish engulfing. I'll take it. Let's wrap this bad boy up. Let's wrap her up. Always wrap it up. Okay. Still have a descending high trend to battle with. Putting in about 30. That's today. We're off the 50 daily. That is a strong... That's a possibility for a strong bounce. A retest to the 20 as resistance is highly probable, even if it does plan to go lower. I think edge will be with the bulls soon on this one. I don't know if it's quite there yet. It has all of the pieces, but it doesn't have the follow through at this time. But it will. It will eventually. This is not a terrible spot to attempt it from. Looks good. Looks decent. What's Bitcoin done? What's Bitcoin done while we've been working? There we go, Rico. Over the 200. Into the close. Oh, yeah. We have our... On the 4 hour here, we do have a local resistance. That price does seem to be battling with. I'm going to put this in white because I think I need to signify these locals. They're not usually super strong. So we have a local support here after this candle close and a local resistance here. And so I was talking earlier in the episode, feel free to rewind. I would like to see sideways trading. We may see our range here between 48.2, 49.3. We may. Probably too early to call. The difference here, we have an hour and 25 minutes till close. I would like to see this 4 hour close above the 50. It was unable to do so 2 candles ago. That would be a good first start to testing the 100 at 50,000. And as we said earlier in our mega in-depth Bitcoin start of the month TA review, 50,000, well, it is a psychological level, and that is important of its own accord. Is extra important here. Extra important level. Not even because of psychological. It is a pivot point on the 12 hour. It would be very comforting to retake. The longer this trades sideways, the more confident I will be in any kind of upside we see. I'm not looking for a big old candle straight up right here, because I believe that would be sold off quickly. I want to see more consolidation, more accumulation. I want to see the moving averages have time to flatten out, curve back up, signal that they are ready. Fortunately, I don't know if that'll be exciting now. Lauren Stewart, there's my gal. How you doing? Shout out to Lauren Stewart. BTC chart was like 90% on the stream. True that. If you want to see the BTC TA, all you have to do is rewind the video. DVR is enabled. You can do that now or after the stream. Doesn't matter. Let's go to CoinGecko. Let's see what's going on in the world. Flow Dapper Labs with a $600 million market cap. Let's take a look at Flow. I don't know what the heck it is. Never heard of it. Does not look like it has a lot of trading history. No. Started in January. Probably not going to be that interesting. Infinite supply. So, alright, this is a learning lesson opportunity. Infinite supply by itself is not a bad thing. Oh, NFT? I don't know, whatever. Not a bad thing in itself, because infinite supply does not mean what you think it means. You can, in theory, have an infinite supply like Monero, but have a tail-end emission.
1 crown to rule them all. Curious to see where BNB GBP's headed in the short term. Please tell real quick, throwing kisses.
What's up, Mr. Illiterate? It's an interesting name. I don't recognize it. I would recognize it. So welcome, man. Great to have you. BNB GBP we can take a look at for sure. Can't say I've ever charted it before. Actually, I'm alert. Doing to finish with my learning lesson though. Everybody gets learnt. Gotta get learnt. How should we start it? Ooh, this 4 hours battling. It's battling with that local. You can see it. You can see it right there. Perfect. It will get spicy. Oh, it'll get spicy if it can break up. Finish with the learning. GB. There we go. Pulled it up for you. We're gonna finish with the learning. So, infinite supply is not what you think it is. People think that that means there's just indefinite inflation. They kind of have the thought of that means inflation remains the same. It's not true.
There's not 1 crown, there's 2. Tom Crown and Gavin Clown Grin.
The crown. Double crown. Love you, Gavin. Monero. Great example. Monero has an unlimited supply. But that doesn't mean we think it means. Monero's inflation, or its reward, block reward, whatever you want to call it, has a tailing emission, which means while it will never reach zero, Bitcoin programmed to go to zero via halving. At a certain point in the halving process, it just changes the number to zero and inflation is done. Monero took a different approach with a tail end emission, meaning that forever mining blocks will reward Monero. However, that number of Monero rewarded is an infinitely approaching but never hitting zero amount. So it's not infinite in the sense that people assume. There could reach a point where Monero, no matter how long it continued, would never create even one new total coin in infinite amounts of time due to the linear nature. So, fun learning lesson. Very fun, right? Infinite doesn't necessarily mean what you think it does. Something can be infinite, but as long as the inflation is controlled, it does not have necessarily that impact. I'm not going to speak for Flow because I don't know what it is. Very well could be just infinite. I don't know. In the sense of forever inflating at the same rate. ENJ is moving a little. Matic's moving a little. That's really about it, isn't it? 1 crown to rule them all. One crown. One man must this summer. One man against the world. BNB GBP looks great on first sight. Wow. I don't know if this is what BNB looks like. This looks great. 20 moving average on the daily. You bounced it yesterday. It bounced through the descending high trend. You're looking to close with a bullish engulfing. If you close above 162 GBP, currently at 182 GBP. Uh, 194. 194 for the 618. We're not quite there. 0.5. Here we go. I would like a close above. The close above here. Currently, okay. 180 GBP, the 0.5. I'd like to see it close above here, not only because it's the 0.5 retrace, but because we can imply some resistance here. 211, same thing. Looks a lot like Bitcoin. This would be a great close. I'd watch it for the close today, above 180. That would be ideal. I think that our next target would be 211 then. It's above the 20. As long as it remains above the 20 on the day, edges with the bulls, in my opinion. There's your quickie. There's your quickie.
Hi Tom baby, could you take a peek at GRT, thanks?
What's up, BTC Node? How you doing, brother? Alright, everybody slow down on the requests. I love you guys. I appreciate your energy. Let's take a look at GRT. But I just want to chill. I just want to chill and preach and talk and, I don't know, see what people are thinking about. I don't like doing the charts back to back to back to back to back. Not as fun. Not as fun. This looks decent. Retested your previous high in Bitcoin pair, but everyone wants to talk about the dollar pair. Womp womp. Another long that did not make it. $1.42 holding as support. Let's take a look at our indicator. Does not share the same bullish divergence as some other coins that we've looked at today, unfortunately. Just like Bitcoin though. Reached back up to that 200-hour moving average. GRT a little bit ahead as it's already closed above. Not bad. Back tested your 50. Found support on the 200. Interest. So did Bitcoin. Looks to be trading pretty much in tandem, hand in hand with Bitcoin at the moment. No, that's not super helpful. 12-hour momentum, same as Bitcoin, waning off, looking to flip in the next day-ish. Same thing. GRT upside resistance 232. 232. Perhaps 212 as well. GRT needs to get back above the 20, same as Bitcoin. Until then, you have to look at that 50. That's $1.16. It's really just going to go whatever way Bitcoin does. Seems to be trading very closely with it. Bitcoin pair, yep, trading mostly sideways throughout this. It's hard to find an edge. It's hard to find an edge. Really, it just looks just like Bitcoin. It's hard to make any like conclusion. I would look for $2 right at that 20. You need a break at the 20. You need it. Break the 20, close above it. You're looking good. You did already kind of reject from it, which is awesome because you didn't get a lower low. That's pretty bullish. Hard to really draw a conclusion there. There we go. All right. So what's everybody talking about? Hey, a break. We do mostly TA. We do lots of TA. In fact, we've done 2 hours straight of just charts already. Sometimes we need a breather. Need a breather in between. Readjust the compass. Recalibrate. A recalibration for the first day of March. Mr. Tom G, what's up, dude? Golem busting a wedge. We're seeing a lot of wedge busting today. A lot of wedge busting. Sorry, yeah, BTC node. You know, I'd love to give you more. It's just really, it's in the exact same scenario as Bitcoin. So it's just like kind of, if Bitcoin gets the breakout, so will it. Would be my assumption. What's up, Kanto? We know. Think about what card from a deck you would be. Oh, I didn't. I'll take the Jack of Clubs. I like the Jack. It's not too showy. What's up, Rico? Rewatching Dexter. I heard they were making a new season out of nowhere of that, right? What's your best joke? I don't have any joke. I have no best jokes. Neva Z wants to see Orn. We did Orn, actually. By the way, guys, we thanks to a very special person in our community, we have been placing timestamps on the live streams after they're live. It does take, they're not done immediately, not done instantly. By the next day, typically, we've been getting them on there. So if there's a TA that you want to see that we went over, easy to find it. I'll show you. I'll pull one up. This is actually pretty interesting. I think it's a big value because a lot of the time there's not too much value from after the show. You know what I mean? So this is last week's, or not last week's. This is our last episode we did, right? It was Ghost Tom. If you scroll down, well, actually you'll see him here. You'll see these little breaks. ADA, USD, BTC, Born, Matic, BQX, Ethereum, ETH. You scroll down, we have been adding these after the live. And if you click a timestamp, it will bring you to, bam, there you go, Ethereum. Do it with AGI, boom, AGI. So hopefully that brings a little more value. A little more value to our old episodes. I don't know. I like it. I'm a fan. Hope you guys enjoy it. Hope it's meaningful. Yeah, the green. I don't know what's going on with the green screen, to be honest. Maybe it's like dirt. Like maybe it's just like old and dusty. I know it's been creating a shadow. I think actually what it is the. I think the filters got goofed up from this one night. I think I got goofed. I know, it looks like there's a hole in my head. I don't know. I didn't have enough time to like really fiddle with it, and then I forget about it until the next stream. Let's see. Can I make it? Oop, see there, now it's green. Now the green goes away. Still have that hole in my head. Wait. That's a little better. Maybe. Wow. I'm Ultra Tom. Maybe I should do it this way. I think this would be really distracting. What do you guys think? Real big face? I think it could be bigger. I don't like taking up too much of the screen though. I like the chart. Chart take up the screen. There we go. I don't have a hole in my head anymore. Problem fixed. Though now my hair looks kind of orange, and my hair is not orange at all, so maybe even bigger problems. Never even noticed that huge zit. Yeah, well, buddy, I do got him. Chris Ang, thank you for the live TAs provided on YouTube. Learned a lot the past few months. Right on, Chris, brother. That's what we're here for. That is what we are here for. Appreciate you. Go upside down. Banana. I don't know why I didn't announce that, Losty. Oh, I know why. Because I turned it off because I didn't want another request, and then nobody did. And you did. I'll replay it. Because I want to hear it. I'm gonna play. Banana. Well, that sucked. It's supposed to say banana. You know, I haven't chilled since the beginning. Might as well, guys. As the hype seems to be dying down. It's okay. What's up, Skylar? How you doing? Just the eyes and TA. That would be too intimidating. Drogue. True that. The sunglasses are actually, fun fact, for your safety. Little known fact about me, I do have laser eyes. And if I were to take these off, those laser eyes would blast through the screen and they would actually kill you at home. It's for your safety. The one time I did, False Flags was able to, he was able to catch a picture of it before his camera exploded. This is what it looked like. I should not be scrolling around. I don't know what pictures are in there. This is what it looked like. It was a bloodbath. It was a bloodbath. Rest in peace to everyone who was a victim of that. Truly a tragedy. I think good time to shill it. See the views dropping off. Good time. If you haven't yet, please hit that like and subscribe button. Subscribing. Big deal. We're live every day. You can keep up with us. Get the latest on all of the technical analysis. Even better.
My sprinkler goes banana.
Banana. What's up, Listy? I wanted it to say banana too. I feel you. Even equally, I don't know, equally as important, Discord, guys. YouTube hides our streams all the time. Wouldn't even surprise me with the stagnation of views that we've seen over about the last 45 minutes. Wouldn't even surprise me if we were Batoshaned right now. In fact, I think we are, because I'm not showing up on my own homepage, but we still have 620 watching. That's because, yeah, we are non-search results. Perfect example. Here we go. You search Tom Crown on YouTube, and guess what? You don't get this live stream that's live right now. This is a great, let's see, Bitcoin Live. This is a great testament to why you need to be in the Discord. This guy, I mean, you know, oh, this guy says don't trust Bitcoin. Well, screw that guy. I was gonna say something nice about him. I'm sure he's a nice guy, even though that picture looks grumpy. 110 watching. And where's our stream? It's not on here. Hey, look, there's State of Crypto. There he is. Good guy. Good guy. Love that guy. Watch him tonight when he's on. So here we are, searching for not only my name, but also live, Bitcoin Live, and, well, you can't find us. If you're in the Discord, you will get a notification when we go live. You won't miss out on the wonderful, wonderful work we do here every day. So jump in the Discord. And most importantly, I hate it. I was enjoying the end of the month last month. Didn't have to do any of this, but now I have to again. Check out the Patreon. Link is in the chat, pinned to the top as well. Anyone looking to invest in themselves to become a self-sufficient trader? Are you tired of relying on signal groups that just get you burned? I'd love to help you achieve that goal. Learn to read the charts for yourself, interpret data, etc. Would love to have you guys, all of you guys, join. We have 196, 195, just under 200 patrons strong. Let's shoot for 250 this month. Let's do it. Benefits of patron. We have different tiers, but I'll just list them all. One-on-one crypto mentoring with myself is available. Limited supply though. We're limiting it. It was getting out of control last month. Too many signups. Limited. There's only 4 slots available for this month total. That's it. Not gonna take on like 20 or something like last month. No. We're gonna be adults. Newly added. Newly added.
Your tar is the best FAP.
Your tar's the best fap. I'll take it. Thank you, Topher. I like that name, by the way, Topher. Newly added group, kind of seminar, small group sessions with question and answer, period, with myself. Daily exclusive publishes of technical analysis, trade setups, macro market analysis, all the kinds of goodies. It's a direct link to my brain. Been a lot of great posts there lately. So check it out. Today is the 1st of the month, and it is the best time to sign up. Patron bills on the 1st of the month, and when you sign up. So don't wait. Pull the trigger, because you wait until the middle of the month. Doesn't prorate or anything. I wish it could. It doesn't. It's not my choice. Patron makes the rules. They said they were going to fix that, but they haven't. Said that they were going to change that in February, and they did not. Oh well. Oh well. They will eventually, hopefully, but as it stands right now, they have not. So check that out, guys. Look for the tagging, the tags. They'll be added to the stream whenever the wonderful person who's been doing them sends them to me. I'll add them on. If you're looking for a specific coin, you don't have to search through everything to find it. Be able to find it easy. Anyway, since we're shadow banned, so I can just say it, because what are they gonna do? Shadow ban it again? We're not showing up on search. Views, typically, I can tell immediately with the way viewership fluctuates. We're shadow banned. It's okay, happens a lot, it's not a big deal. It's all good. So here's what we'll do. I'm going to put this chart up like I do every day after the stream. I'm going to put it up in Discord so you can follow along. In fact, I'll do that right now, as I usually do. Jump in there. Jump in the Discord. Yep, jump into the Discord, and at the top you'll see live stream. I am in there, and I am broadcasting the chart from today. So I hope to see you guys there. We're going to be back tomorrow for more technical analysis. YouTube can't handle the truth right on, that's why. We're too real. Too real. Can't handle the truth. But I love you guys. Yeah, the Beano Squad, I don't even want to get started. I'll say things that I don't want to say while I'm live. It's a bunch of BS, but, you know, as long as it doesn't happen all the time, I'm fine. But we're going to be live again tomorrow. It's the start of the month. It's the patron drive. You know, I only talk about patron probably for the first week. Like, I only talk about it a lot for the first week. Second week, I kind of bring it up a little bit. And after that, I don't talk about it at all. Because I don't want people signing up late. That's what it is. But you guys are amazing. We have 600 people here, and nobody can directly search our stream. That's right, fam. We are strong. I'm going to fill you guys in next stream. After this, I'm going to go read the contract. We'll see if we have our official first sponsor. Big news, big stuff coming this month. Hour till close, we got all of the stuff we're looking for. Basically, make sure you're liked, make sure you're subscribed, and make sure that bell is enabled. Be in Discord and check out Patreon. Check it out. Sign up now. Don't wait. If you were going to sign up, don't wait. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Happy trades, fam. Love y'all. Cheers. March is going to be a big one. See you then.